Entertainment isn't just the spice of life, it is the rhythm of the soul, the melodious song in our hearts, and the vibes that color our world. When it is screen time o'clock, it is show time. This is a show you get to enjoy exclusive interviews, top 5 countdowns, celebrity of the week, and of course, movie release updates. I am Iremofe, Kofoworola, the man clothed in wealth and strength.
All right, thank you guys so much for joining us once again for this beautiful program, Screentime on ConsumerHalla TV. And this is the only place you get to see Screentime anywhere in the world. It is our program, and we are so much enjoying it, and we cannot wait for every Mondays to always bring this program onto the show for you guys to see how beautiful and well packed this particular program is. Today, I don't know, Iremofe is kind of a poet because I don't understand the soul, the rhythm, the everything, but
it is necessary.
It is actually, it is absolutely necessary because the program we're having today on Screen Time is something that is absolutely different from what we've been having before, and I'm very excited to bring on the show. Of course, we're going to be having a guest on the program, but before that, I'm Kikelomo, Ajibola, and I am here as the co-host of Screen Time on ConsumerHalla TV, and I'm so excited because I got to share with you guys movie release update, which is my absolute favorite time on the program. Welcome to the program this evening, and make sure to follow us across all our social media platforms: Instagram, Facebook, X, TikTok, and on YouTube. Subscription is absolutely free, no charge is being collected from you. Just click that subscription button. Follow us at ConsumerHalla TV on all those platforms that we've just mentioned. Good evening and welcome to the program once again.
And I must say, you look so stunning.
Today I said I must.
Seriously, your costume is costuming.
Exactly. I said it. Today I must dress according to the program, and I am here for it.
All right, today on the show, we shall be diving into the world of costuming as an art of storytelling. And have you ever been interested in watching a movie because of how appealing the costumes are?
I am absolutely. I love watching movies that is very colorful. You know, I'm not just coming. I think there was a movie I watched one time like that. They were trying to depict the Y2K. Yeah, and I think I was telling you that the costume was not just costuming. Like,
it wasn't giving.
It wasn't giving. So it was taken away from the mood of the movie. I don't know if people don't understand that costume is a very huge part of a project when it comes to movie projects, when it comes to musical videos. If the costume is not, depicting what you are trying to tell us, it kind of throw the audience off the balance, especially people that actually see movie for what movie is, not just for entertainment purposes. It's an entertainment purpose, but it's deeper than that for some people, and for me, it's deeper than just entertainment. So yeah, I think I remember then I struggled to finish up the movie, but someone like me is that something about me is that I just cannot start the movie and quit it because the movie is not nice. I would rather just, struggle to watch it. But yeah, costume is very, very important. Even as day-to-day lifestyle, we are all playing dress up, we're all doing costumes. So that particular type of occasion that some attire are going for and some cannot go for. So everybody is a costumier. Some just make it a professional job. So kudos to all costumiers in the industry.
I really agree with you. Being a costume designer, it's not easy. No. And like you said, everybody, one way or the other, we are all costume. I mean, we design different costume, and it's always shows the kind of mood we have, and the same way it should always show that in movies as well. So costume helps tell a story as it establishes who a character is, their traits and details of their personality.
Exactly.
That's very important always.
And costumes help transform a character into a believable persona, and it is the design of clothing and accessories for actors on screen, stage, or in musical videos. Like I said earlier, it's not just about movie right now, also in musical, every aspect of life. Costume is very, very important. You cannot wear a clothes that you wear to a funeral, to a wedding. You cannot wear a clothes that you wear to a wedding, to a funeral. Imagine you opening your chest to a funeral. You're going to be stoned. In fact, I'm going to stone you because it's kind of very disrespectful.
You don't do that here.
Okay, it's kind of very, very disrespectful, you know. So the costume is very, very important, whether in acting, whether on stage play, whether in a musical video. Imagine you doing a village movie and we are putting on a what do I say? The city attire. It contributes a lot.
Even the accessories you are using, the wig, everything.
Everything was interpreted. Imagine you saying somebody is a rich man and then you are giving him a cloth of a someone that is in middle class. So it doesn't tally. Yeah, it's not giving.
Absolutely. Anything Kike says, absolutely.
I'm always right.
What am I to say otherwise?
Women are always right.
Always right. All right, our guest today is a fashion stylist, creative producer, and entrepreneur whose career has spanned close to a decade.
That's a lot.
He whole lot. I mean, someone who is
a decade.
I mean, a
Put
decade,
some respect on that name.
I mean, it's not easy to really choose a career path for a decade.
A decade.
Yeah, I mean, he is no other person than the charming Edem Stephen Louis, who is joining us on the show today.
I can't wait to actually meet this particular person. My friend has been talking about this particular person, and I cannot wait for him to come on the program and share with us his knowledge, his understanding, and how beautiful this career path has been for him. Absolutely. The challenge is also there's no beauty without pain. So both
comes with scars.
Yeah, both goes hand in hand. So yeah, like now my head is actually aching me because tying this thing on my head. Ooh. But this has to do because today's program is absolutely special.
All right, let's welcome our guest. All right, joining us this hour is the man of the moment, and I mean, someone who is going to blow us away on the show today.
I can't wait to blow away.
He's not a person, like I mentioned earlier, Edem Stephen Louis. Thank you for joining us on the show.
Not with all the government name. What's going on?
I mean, you look so... no, we are not formal yet. We don't do that here. And I want to say you look so...
Thank you.
What's the word? Such a Prince Charming.
No, he looks stunning.
He looks stunning.
Actually.
He looks gorgeous.
I wish we could, you know, let him stand up and show you his feet.
It's just
it's very bold and very chill in a way. Very beautiful.
Thank you very much.
I need to come and learn.
You need to learn.
Yeah.
Today I said today customer is coming. No, this person cannot beat me in my house, but this person is already beating me.
Yeah, thank God they beat both of us. So only me would have been paid.
No.
We try. Thank you so much for having me.
All right. Today we are talking about costuming as an act of storytelling, because you know storytelling cuts across different contents and all that. Not just the visual aspect you get to see. There are so many elements that you know define what storytelling is. But before we go into all of that, we would want to know, for those who might be interested, like this Prince Charming man, you don't even know much about him. So who is Edem Louis, and can you please take us down memory lane, how your journey began?
How my journey began, right?
Yeah.
Okay, guys. So I'm Edem Stephen Louis. I'm a fashion stylist, costumer. I'm an entrepreneur as well. So basically, how my journey started was I've always known I'll be in fashion, one way or the other.
From the womb.
Okay.
Well, basically, I can say from SS1. Actually.
Okay. Yeah, that's very relatable.
Because there was a magazine then, which was like the OG magazines we used to have then, and I saw the Olasego pieces, and I was like, I actually want to be like this. Because the initial plan was for me to, study medicine or pharmacy or any of that. And then along that, I was like, I'm not doing it anymore. And then I'll just do fashion, I love that. And then, but I ended up doing accounting still. But when I was doing accounting, I was like, I'm still going to do fashion, because I started out as a self-taught illustrator. So I would draw outfits, even in class, going on, I'll be drawing, illustrating. And after that, I got like my first 9-to-5 job, which I did for, I think, about almost 2 years plus. And then I left, go back to fashion, and I wanted to have like my own fashion brand initially, which was why I started out as a self-taught illustrator. And then when I came back to fashion 3 years later, after I left, it was not a thing of seeing that, we have like different genres of fashion we can actually get into. There's the styling, there's merchandising. And then I worked with a fashion brand then as the in-store sales associate and the stylist. And I said, okay, you know what, I can actually put one or two together. And then I started styling freelancing. Then I left the brand, and then I just became freelance on my own. My first shoot was basically with a colleague now in the industry, who we just had a random shoot with a photographer who's like a very good friend now, and basically that's how like the journey started. So it was like from one shoot to another till I got like my first TV commercial job, which was like my own. And it came like from someone who was random. It wasn't from an industry person. I just got a call and I was like, hey, I know you do this, there's a job, X, Y, Z, X, Y, Z, and it just happened. And from there, I just started getting more gigs, doing my own things. And finding a way to, implement TV commercials, short films into it, not just, streamlining it to just fashion itself. Yeah.
That's very beautiful.
Thank you.
I took away a lot from what you just said. Yeah. Number one is that, oh my God, what you've always wanted to be is something that is always going to be at the back of your mind, no matter if you've deviated. Most of us have actually deviated.
Yeah, I could relate.
You can relate, actually. I personally cannot relate because right from when I was in primary 3, I always knew I wanted to be a broadcaster. I didn't do choreography.
We all tried that same media.
I didn't go out of my own space, even though sometimes my mind is shaking right now. But we are still good. Fair enough. The second thing is that always have people that align with your vision in your circle. Yeah. Friend, is the photographer, whatever, everything.
You might not have that immediately, but I feel like as you grow, you work towards it and just ensure that you find people who align with you and they would actually motivate you to actually do more.
Exactly, and that's what I think. That's what even where they come, because they must have seen something you've done before for them to now come in. So grace is not just all about it. It's about your hard work, what you've put into it, what you've dedicated into it. So if you are actually
preaching.
I am today. We are always preaching on screen time in one way or the other, because we get to listen to inspiring stories of people. It's not all about everybody has one backup bone at the back of the house or anything like that. Some people just strive from the beginning, and they are here today, and we can see that they are actually inspiring people. So we have to learn from what they've done.
Yes, interesting one out there. I personally, anyone who knows me, I love reading people's biographies, just because I know I can learn one or two things from it, and it's so inspiring. The story is yours, and one thing I would want to ask is, fine, while growing up you knew you wanted this, you understand, but sometimes circumstances happen and life happens, then you just decide that I don't want to do this again, you understand. So why did you decide to stay on course?
So I've been there like 3 times actually, and the last one was I think 2023 actually. It was towards the end of the year. I just told my friend, I was like, I'm done, I'm out. First time was 2021. I was like, I'm out. 2022 came. Along the line, God always will send someone along your way, and then, he came along and, he held my hand and was like, we're going on that journey again. And then we continued. 2023, I was like, I'm tired. I can't do this anymore. I just kept, it was like a total crash out on the call. And then, he spoke to me and was like, what you're doing, nobody's doing it like you.
Wow.
That kind of thing. Because he was also in the industry before he relocated, and it's like, nobody's doing what you're doing, the way you're doing it, XYZ, XYZ. And then I was like, I'll just give it 6 months and see how it goes. And after 6 months, I promise you, I'm out. I even had to learn like a total skill differently in tech. Because I'm like, I need to have a backup plan.
Yes,
I can't just pull out and then it's like, okay, what next? Exactly. So I had to learn like different skill, product management, virtual assistant. I'm like, okay, I have to now. So I'm good to go. Exactly. Yeah. And then 2024 started. I found myself into it again. So it was like shoot after shoot after shoot after shoot again. And this year has been like the year that I actually saw. I was like, okay,
that person that had your hand really saw.
Because when I put 2024 and 25 together, I would say, like my own personal project that I've done myself, I'm like, I'm proud. Like I could actually do this, because then it was a thing of when will it come, when will it come, when will it come? And then I feel like having your own confidence and growing and basking in it was one thing that helped me along the line. Like no matter how it be, something will come.
Very true.
Because I'm just like, I had to trust in my God. Like I know what I do, and to the point where I even clocked it recently. I was like, I can't even believe that I've actually said no to certain jobs. And I'm like, no, I'm not doing that one. And I'm like, me will be like, give me, I'm going to do it.
So now we are choosing, it's like choosing grocery.
Like, no, I don't think I'm going to do this actually. And just confidence, I think, is one thing that's helped me. And most times we grow confidence unconsciously. So I think that was me growing confidence unconsciously, and that helped me, for 2025 to 24 rather to 25 now, and just keep going into that same direction. It's not easy though, but
it's not.
Because in an industry where people look at you as, are you worth it? Are you not? Should we use this person? So if that confidence is like your go-to friend at all times.
Actually do that.
Yeah, let me hold your hand. So that I can say, No, what I'm even saying is that the person here designed and clothing. So I'm telling you, 2026 is going to be a better year.
Better year, actually.
Surely, I know that. And before Kike is going to ask the next question, because you are so much interested in getting to know about costuming, and you've also been on movie sets as well. So I mean, it's you know, she's a woman of many parts.
I know.
But right? Today is not.
It's only costume today. We are doing costume.
Yeah, costume. And now, okay, we are talking about costume, and you know, because it requires a whole lot. We earlier on we were talking about how costume can evoke emotions in people,
mood and everything,
and also help to interpret the role, the character, and all of those things. So let's look at how costume can evoke emotion and also align virtually with the story or the style of the production. Yes.
So basically, it starts with the storyline. So if the storyline is very clear and concise and, you know, translated very well, it would actually help the costumer or the stylist to, you know, then translate that. Because there was one that I did this year which showed at Cannes Film Festival. I was on the styling team for that. It showed at Cannes Film Festival in May, and you know, it was more about a single mother who had lost her husband. You know, she was now, you know, having to drive down for around to make a living for herself and for her children. And you know, when I read the scripts, which for me was interesting, I didn't even know it was going to do so well to the point of Cannes Film Festival.
Oh, Cannes, that is big.
Actually,
wow.
You know, and you know, they sent me the script, which from the person that was like in charge of everything, and then I went through it. I was like, yeah, I'm going to do this. And then when I read it, I had like the meeting was clear and concise, like, oh, you know, want her to look this way, and it wasn't going to be something that was going to be dressy, toned down, everyday life of someone who's like, you know, suffering, trying to make ends meet. So they're like different phases where she would go from looking like this, like suffering, and no, she just lost her husband, to then, you know, she's struggling. Exactly. So we had to then translate that into the everyday life. Like I said, like the Danfo drivers would dress up, but I mean, it's a woman, so you have to dress her into a man. To make her look like she's doing like the man's job to survive and all that thing. It was tasking, but the same way interesting, because that way I was able to then translate that into different stages. And it's really important because it helps the characters align with the story as well.
Exactly.
Because
they addressed the part already.
Yeah, because oftentimes with Nollywood, I mean, they're doing a good job though, but I feel like there's some stories that I've actually watched in the movies, and then it's a bit overdressed.
A lot, actually.
It's a bit overdressed, and then I realized at a point that I feel like people just putting more effort into the outfits than the story itself, and I'm like, there's no balance, which I feel like we should have. Even for makeup, I still drag makeup artists like sometimes when I see the makeup on movies, because if you're shooting like an indoor scene where she's like maybe chill,
when she sleeps, when she wants to go to bed,
or she just stop up,
and I'm like, what? Exactly. And then she's still on, she has her wig on. I'm like, what's going on?
You can even have the wig on, but the makeup is, you know, heavy, and then the outfits are, they're not laid back. And I feel like for me, I've been lucky enough to, you know, have, you know, short films project like that who in different ways have actually aligned with the story, you know, from the costuming. So it's nothing like, it wasn't out of context or out of the box where you say, oh, let's give her, if for someone who's suffering, give her this whole high fashion boo-boo for her to wear. No, it had to be like, he had to relate to the storyline, which I feel like, you know, for me, I've been grateful to have like stories and films that actually translate from the styling to the storyline as well, which helps the production then create everything properly.
I actually think I agree with everything you've said, but I feel like it's more of the fact that you understand your job. That's why you could interpret those them into dressing and stuff like that. When it comes to Nollywood, I can point out thousands of mistakes that they do, but we wouldn't take away the fact that they have good storyline, good production, and every other thing. Little things, and what they don't understand, like little things spoil a lot of things. Because I think I was sharing a movie. I was watching this upstairs, because I do watch movie almost every time.
We all watch movies.
I watch every time. So upstairs, and I was watching a movie, a Nollywood movie on YouTube. I'm not going to mention the name. I'm not going to mention the channel. So the thing is that they were trying to depict a Y2K stuff, 2007 thereabout. But the dressing didn't depict Y2K. I can relate to Y2K dressing. It's not I'm not made to sell out, but at least I know I still dress to.
I mean, it's currently in vogue right now.
Exactly. So there were a lot of errors. I'm like, no, this is not a Y2K wig. This is not a Y2K. Y2K wig is more of skull. Is more of bob. Is more of the makeup. Is more of ashy.
Like the braids.
The makeup is like you're a ghost. You understand? They make the beads.
The exaggerated brows.
The choke. That was the era of choker and stuff. But they didn't really impute all of this. Storyline was beautiful, but it threw me off balance.
It didn't translate into the whole...
Exactly. So some people don't watch movie the way some watch movie. Some people watch movie more than
what I normally say is they're stylists, they're costumers, there's costumers. I mean, it depends on who you would give the project to that can handle it, because also research helps. Yeah, because I know there are times where I'll probably get a brief for a shoot, and I'm obviously making research.
Wow.
On how, you know, they want me to execute it immediately. It might be for a fashion brand, it might be a TV commercial. I need to then know how I'm going to then translate the outfit for them to fit the client's brief as well. Because if you don't do that and you get on set for fittings, it will then look like you don't know your job. So you need to go prepared. You know, little research. It might not be something too heavy or too tedious. It might be just something minor. Just, you know, check here, check there, and, you know, that also helps you together. I mean, for Y2K seems easy to pull at the same time.
Exactly.
But at the same time, it's not too easy. But it's easy if you know your juice. If you don't know your juice, it will be too tedious for you to execute.
I am watching this movie as an audience, and I could see a lot of things. You know, even going to the comment section, people were like, "No, this outfit is not it. Everything." You know, people were talking about it, and I'm like, "No, you guys could have done better," because the storyline was about campus life. You know,
well, campus life way back then was obviously we know how it was.
Exactly, I can remember.
We know how it was. It had like the boot cut jeans.
Jennifer.
Yeah.
On the first.
The return of Jennifer. We could see all of those in that
jeans,
movie.
the spaghetti strap. Yeah.
Even
true.
all of those. I don't know why they just did not do it very well. But I want to ask if there is an independent level to being a costumier on a movie set, or do you need to do a lot of talking to maybe directors and producers before you put together your stuffs?
That as well. You know, you have to, you meet people daily. I mean, like I said, you have to show up, and if you don't show up, people might not see you that much. So, but when you put in good quality of work, people could see, people will find you, and they'll want you. But other times you have to, you know, talk to somebody that, hey, I want to do this, and you might come in as an assistant to do it. So it's basically the thing of, you know, prove yourself, let me see what you can do. And when you prove yourself and you feel like, oh, you can handle certain project, then they start calling you independently on your own. But I mean, if you have grace, they still start calling you on your own itself, because there are certain things in the industry where they'll need to see your track record of that particular thing.
Even you claim you know how to do.
You know how to do, because even as a stylist, you may do different things, but there's going to be one that's your strength. And if you're lucky, everything is your strength. Well, good for you. But if you know, because people are watching definitely, and you know, and I know I was talking to someone one time, and I was like, oh, you know, TV commercial gigs here, and she's like, I won't book you for TV commercials, yeah. And she gave me good reasons, because she hasn't seen the TV commercials that I've done, because again, you might do some jobs, they don't come out too as well. But I've seen you do fashion this, you know. If there's anything, any day, it's you I'm going to call.
Okay.
But so it's like someone has seen where your strength is. So even when I've done this, she hasn't seen the other stuff. So which makes sense. So they need to see like your core to know that, okay, fine, this is what you can do. I know that anytime I can call on you. So then you might have to, you know, go out for events, you know, talk to directors. You might talk to them at first, and you know, they might not budge, because obviously they'll be scared at first. Like, are you sure you can do this? Because it's movie are like, they're huge.
Yes, a lot of money has gone into
a lot of money has gone into production. If you fumble in your departments, that's trouble. That's like setback for production team itself, and trust me, a professional will not want that as well. So you might have to meet directors, talk to them. I mean, if you're bold enough, you know, talk to them, say, oh, you know, I can do this pay. Just if you say, okay, fine, you don't want them to pay, maybe just sort the outfits and everything. Yeah, you can tell them that one. But if you want to, you know, be on that production, you can, you know, assistant for someone, and you go into the production scene. That way, you're also building your name. In a way, building your portfolio. I mean, you might not have direct access to the full job itself because you're an assistant. But in a way, you showed up and, you know, you did part of it. So yeah, that way you get to grow. Before you then become independent, and there are people that then, you know, solicit for you.
The thing about the industry that I've noticed is that some people have the final say. So maybe one of those things, maybe one of those things also, maybe one of those things also affects the job of some costumiers, because I'm trying to give them a grace here.
Yeah.
Maybe they do a lot of good work, and maybe the director or the producer says, no, I don't want this, I want it like this, I want it like that. So how then do you defend yourself in that way?
So the thing is this, one thing I've realized in this job is you won't please everybody.
Okay.
Yeah, you honestly won't. You might be on a set where you've done everything right, but somehow it doesn't sit well with maybe the producer or the director. And they'll pick on you in different ways, you know. And when that happens, you may not doubt yourself, because you not see them play with other people, like, you know, they're very playful, they're cheerful. Then
but
when it's you, it's like Yeah, they're very stiff. So that may make you question yourself, but I want you to know that it's not you.
It's just
because
them.
it's just them,
It's
truthfully.
them.
Because you've done your part, and I feel like, which brings back again to confidence. When you stand in your ground and you know that, okay, fine, you did everything that you're supposed to do as a professional, you asked the right questions, you were following everything that you were meant to follow, everything's going to be good. Because if you start doing, people pleasing, oh, let me run this, let me do this, trust me, like at some point,
it's going to affect your job production.
It's going to affect, exactly, because it then feels like you don't have a voice of your own.
Exactly.
So once you lose the little voice that you have, it's game over, truthfully.
So I think we've spoken about directors. So now let's talk about all the challenges you have with, actors, models, and other creative in the industry. So how do you deal with that?
On set, right?
Yeah,
yes,
so
because sometimes some actors could be...
Because like I said, I was watching a movie one time like that. It was a Yoruba Nollywood movie. And there was a particular woman that was dressing a certain type of way. I don't know if you remember the movie. I think I've spoken to you about the movie before.
Okay.
It was an Alaji whatever.
Now
you got it. Yeah.
I decode that.
So you decode it. Clock it. So the person that was playing the character kept on dressing the same way, and I'm like, what you're playing is not depicting what you're. You're wearing a dress. You're an Alaja, but then you're putting on chori, Indian, whatever, and it was just looking very tacky, and I'm like,
it's giving us clear already.
I don't even want to. I just know I don't know. I don't have people do chori, please, I beg. So the thing is that
no budget.
Even at that, I just feel like there's some things that I feel like some actors do dictate for some consumers because of the fact that maybe you're just an upcoming person. So just like you said, your confidence, you're standing on your word.
Standing on your
very,
word.
very
so
important.
The first commercial that I ever did, the model is like, he's built, he goes to the gym and all of that thing, and so his thigh is like, on the big side. And when I got his measurements, I got like a pants that would fit. I even left like 2 inches extra on both, for him. And we went for fitting right in front of the client. He just said, oh, this thing is tight.
Wow.
I'm like, you couldn't even wait to tell me. He just said in front of the client. I then measured it for him. I'm like, this is what you sent through your manager. This is what I got for you. So how is it still tight? I was like, okay, cool, no problem. I'll sort you out. I'll get you another outfit. I did. Still, the inches that I left for the first one, I still left extra again for this one. And then he got there and it's like, oh, it's tight. And I'm like, well, there's nothing I can do.
I feel like this one has to be a very, very moody person.
Yeah, and then, he came and it's like, oh, it's still tight. I'm like, well, there's nothing I can do. So it's either you wear it or you will come and get you. Well, this time was literally in front of the director. I'm like, either you wear this or you go and get your own outfit because you didn't hire me. And because if you don't have a voice, they'll try to walk over you. Yeah. I've seen it happen.
Clock it.
I've seen it happen, There was this one that actually happened in front of me, where I'd made agreements on everything we're going to do, and then on the day of the shoot, she was like, oh, can we get extra? There's the way she looked at me that I was able to register that, what is coming will not be nice. So I just stood there and was like, yeah, it's not happening. No. And she's like, okay, cool, no problem then. Let's go ahead with this.
Exactly.
Wow. I'm like, yeah, because if you don't talk, even with the model, I remember one time, I think it was a makeup artist or hairstylist, they had done hair for her, and she said, oh, I don't like it. And the hairstylist was like, then leave. Really, because if you, honestly, your voice, I will say it again, your voice is important. And if you let them walk over your voice, one way or the other, model the client. I mean, I know they are paying money still, but you also need to understand that
they're not paying for your dignity and your respect.
Your dignity and respect is really important, because if you lose that part of you, then I don't know how you're going to cope with your brand, because you might be kind to certain clients, they can still badmouth you.
Exactly. You can't
which was I said,
anybody.
you can't please everybody. Just, show up, be professional, do your job, and just pray that, one way or the other, they get you back again, they get you for another gig. Because if you just have to do, oh, let me suck up to this person.
Yeah.
They just feel like, oh, you're just trying to get too close to me. And we know how that can be, even with our personal life, when people try to get too close to us.
Like you're farming them.
Exactly. So
we don't do that here.
You don't want that.
Honestly, sometimes all of these things that you feel like are going to make you lose a job may even get you more of this gig, because they will know not to deal with you a certain type of way. You don't care about. I feel like you might care about what people perceive of you, but don't let people walk over you, because you feel like don't be an enabler. It doesn't work for everybody. Don't think because, oh, I want you to hire me again and again, and I'm going to allow you work all over. Money comes and money goes.
Money comes and goes.
But your respect, your dignity, your home training, my dear, it matters though.
Really
honestly.
important, actually.
Absolutely. I think you have to.
I'm enjoying myself because
yes, we have to go on a break, right?
Yeah, we have to go on a break.
Yes, you just have to go on a quick break. We will be right back.
Hey there, do you know in the world today, everyone is a consumer, and as consumers, we all have the right to be heard.
In Nigeria today, as a consumer, you have all right to product information, right to fair pricing, right to return goods, right to product labeling, right to fair dealings, and a lot more.
Well then, have you heard about the new media channel?
ConsumerHalla TV.
ConsumerHalla TV.
ConsumerHalla TV.
At ConsumerHalla TV, our goal is to inform and educate consumers in Nigeria with insightful news alongside development within the fast-paced world of consumers through well-researched, specialized, and analytical content.
Our vision at ConsumerHalla TV is to create an engaging platform that provides right connections for meaningful brands in Nigeria, thus creating a more caring world for consumers where business thrive.
And guess what? Our ConsumerHalla brand is the first consumer complaint resolution portal in Nigeria, powered by a 72-hour feedback mechanism. We offer consumer advocacy, informative talk shows, branding promotions, advertising, and lots more. Connect with us via our YouTube channel at ConsumerHalla TV. Follow us on our Facebook page, ConsumerHalla TV, our Instagram page, ConsumerHalla TV, and do well to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Subscription is free. ConsumerHalla TV. At ConsumerHalla TV, you deserve to be heard.
At ConsumerHalla TV, you deserve to be heard.
Welcome back. You are watching Screentime on ConsumerHalla TV, and it has been a very interesting moment on the show because we have an amazing man, a fashion stylist, someone who has, been in the game for a very long time, and it's not easy. It's not that Edem Stephen Louis, and he has been taking us on his journey. And I'm quite sure Kike and we've learned so much.
I have learned
today.
a lot, actually.
And looking at costuming as an act of storytelling, it's a whole lot. It's a whole lot.
Right.
And I've really had a very good time, even away from I've been on the studio, even behind the scene. We've had so much to discuss. That's so interesting.
And he's a very fun person.
Yeah, and again, before we go on, a few days ago was his birthday.
Yeah.
So you say belated happy birthday.
Thank you so much.
Am I supposed to sing for you?
Do you have the voice?
I do.
Because I know myself.
No, you know what? 1-0. I do come back.
No.
I do come back.
I was just being sincere.
Okay.
Come on.
I'm not even going to sing again. But I don't have a voice. Hey, that one enter.
About the same happy birthday. I
so
wish
much.
you the
Thank
very
you so much.
best of life.
Yeah.
And come 2026, I mean, it's going to be a bigger you,
Yeah.
a better you, and a more flourishing you.
Amen.
I'm no
Story
pastor.
Preach
I know you go there. I'm no pastor.
Preach
Please.
it.
All right, still costuming, still storytelling. We've talked about so many things. Now let's go on a lighter mode because it doesn't have to be so But let's look at it. Nigerian filmmakers, when it comes to storytelling, say a lot. And with someone like you who has a lot of potential, and there are many filmmakers out there. Are there filmmakers you would love to work with in Nigeria, or they're just so imposed you want to work with? Because sometimes when you ask people, they begin to mention Hollywood.
I know, I mean, Nigeria at home.
Oh, I mean, for Nigeria at home, Kemi Adetiba, Kunle Afolanyo, Tope Oshin, those are like the three.
Oh, Tope Oshin, amazing filmmakers.
Yeah, because their story and cinematographies, when you watch their movies, you're actually intrigued and interested to I wish I could get a project like this. You know, something major that I want to be involved in, yes. So, I mean, they capture every moment and every story as well. So, like, those 3 filmmakers from Nigeria, yes.
Okay.
Those are who I'd like to work with.
Doesn't mean that we don't want to work with others, but
I mean, others are welcome.
Yeah, they're welcome.
Others are welcome. I'll work with you,
just
bring the script.
Yeah.
As long as I believe that you have a very beautiful story.
Yeah, exactly.
Everything necessary for that production to be visually appealing.
Yeah, to the audience.
Is the right thing. So why not?
We are here. We are accepting job.
We're accepting jobs.
We're accepting.
Thank you.
So, me, I'm just learning that you are also a creative producer.
Yes.
Yeah.
Hey.
So let me break it down.
That's a very big name. Okay, let's go.
So for the creative producer part, yeah, it's let's say for instance, you know, a new fashion brand. Let me use that as an example. You know, they're about to launch. They don't know anybody.
Okay.
You know, they've probably seen my work. I'm like, oh, hey, I love what you do. I like you to style this, but I don't know anybody. So then, obviously, the producer jobs, you know, I get the team. The photographer, videographer, makeup, hair, the models, the casting.
Oh.
So basically, I manage the entire production.
Oh, okay, that's very beautiful.
Yeah, so, and you know, I've done that on like 4 different occasions, which is tasking but also interesting. So that way I add that to my portfolio as something that I'm able to do.
Okay.
Yeah, which is why I said, you know, creative producer.
That's very beautiful.
Yeah.
The name is very fancy and I love it.
It's
I mean, being a producer, I just have to oversee all
basically like
the
oversee all the projects and make sure that everything goes well as planned and, you know, the client is satisfied, basically.
That's very good. Let me quickly ask you a question that relates to that because we're Nigerians. What do you think about the Nigerian fashion brands right now? Where do you see us?
10 over 10.
Honestly, I agree with you. I honestly do agree with you.
Honestly, because I was at Lagos Fashion Week recently, and you know, it's interesting to see what Nigerian brands are doing.
Yeah.
The technique that they're, you know, putting into their craft is really
the
interesting.
Culture, everything.
The culture, the heritage.
My God, it's beautiful.
It's really interesting. You know, when you see the process most of the brands go through to, you know, create these pieces, you then have to value what they're doing because it's really interesting. The design, the technique, the confidence they're working with is really important, and you know, they're doing beautiful work. They're selling to the international market. They're selling locally.
International market is very important.
And you know, every market is important, but if you feel like the international is more important than the local, then that's fine, as long as you know you're doing the job.
And you're not just, it doesn't mean that you're putting the local behind. They will always shop.
Actually,
you know?
the locals will always still shop, but you know, on like global stage, 10 over 10 for Nigerian designers, like they're doing it. Because every time I'm like probably on TikTok, you see like people buying Nigeria, buying Nigeria. It's actually moving. It's like a global movement now, like the entire fashion scene now. And
I guess the next oil and gas.
It's actually fashion.
It is. It is not.
It's
interesting to see and witness.
It's not more the Afrobeat alone right now. Even our food.
Nah, our food.
It's everywhere.
Outfits,
Everybody
because
wants to try
for the outfit
food.
is more of, we found a way to infuse culture into it.
Yes,
so it's not interesting for people to want to wear. So they see it as the new cool, and you know, they're doing like great technique, great designs that people want to buy into, and it's a good movement.
Because sometimes I don't just listen to musical videos. I love watching reviews of music. Somebody's listening to the music, and then they're reviewing. I get to understand it better than just listening to the music all by myself.
So brands like Kilenta, Fruche, Orange Culture. I mean, there are lots. They're doing
a lot of them actually, and some of them are only specialized in bubu, the Kampala, whatever, right? And it's very beautiful because my best friend came around recently, like I said earlier on, behind the scene, and she bought a lot of Nigerian prints. She's selling it there.
The prints are interesting.
And the thing is that she said, and that's the bare minimum of what we have in the country, like the normal bubu that we all wear in our house. Like we even use it to do a lot of things at home. But then she said every time she puts on that outfit,
it's interesting.
More than 100 people, like she said, I'm not even I'm not even exaggerating. More than 100 people see me white for America. Like, where did you get it? I want to get it. Like, you know, even
so
at a place
when
of
you wear it abroad, the whites they're fascinated by it.
So because of the colors, I don't know.
So now the prints are looking more colorful, more vibrant, and again, people have found a way to be playful around it. So being playful around it now makes them more creative. So it gives them that creative freedom to do more, to express themselves with the print. So that way it's interesting. If you check Dialab,
I think I know Dialab.
Dialab, like if they have a pop-up now, trust me, they'll sell out. Like they will sell it now because the prints are interesting. You want to wear them, the colors, the boo-boo. They're doing good right now.
I mean, look at Vicky James. She's everywhere. Look at Prudent. They're all. Look at
Prudence is. I saw her students like 2 weeks ago.
Like they even won some prize.
And I'm proud because
proud of them.
The way the students are, you know, learning and what they're doing in the fashion school, it's really important and
very
it's
important.
Really good. Because when I see them, I'm like, wow, in 2 months.
Yes.
Wow. They're doing good actually.
Even with hair, even with the hair.
Oh yeah, hairstyling too is actually like a movement.
I don't know if you know Adefun Care or something. You might know.
There's Adefun Care, there's Nifemi Large. You know, they're doing like really interesting hairstyles in the fashion space, and you know it's trending on a global scale.
Global scale, actually.
I think I would have to rethink.
You think your profession?
Yeah, it's all about the bag.
Yeah.
All right. I got a new coming to the end of this segment. Yes, I know.
Because you cannot come here and me not ask you what you are wearing today. Oh. Did you style yourself? You brought a bag into the studio. I don't know if I can show you that bag. I love if you could just show that bag. That bag. I mean. And Tolani badge has something like
something
that.
Similar to that.
Something similar. And it is very, very funny that Nigerians are just very creative people. So what inspired this outfit today?
So basically, it was just something, you know, simple, something, because my style in a way is very military, not too much, not too loud, and you know, it's turned down but still make a statement.
As I said, bold but then
chill. Bold but chill. Yeah, so I just wanted to do something me. I don't want to do anything extravagant. You know, I just had this Ajibola that I made myself.
You made it yourself?
Yeah. Then the blazer I got for myself. Then inner shirt, and you know, the shoes I made them from my brand, Leather, actually, because I make shoes as well on the side.
Please tell them
the name again.
So the name of the brand is Obong Owo Leather. OBONG OWOLEA Leather, basically underscore on Instagram.
Because I know that Obong is a very
so I'm a
powerful.
So I'm a Kwaibo man. Obong means king. The ruler, so
no wonder they call Kemadisi about that. So I've always been like, I wanted to know the meaning.
So for me, the brand was the thing about, you know, you wear to feel like a king, you feel powerful, you feel superior.
Oh wow, that's very beautiful.
No wonder. You say when I called him royal, your royal, and then when I was I knew I was in the spirit. I knew.
Honestly, I think I'm going to take the picture of the bag and I'm going to insert it because you need to see that bag. The bag, the color is very different from what he's wearing, but then it looks so put together. I don't even know how he did it.
Was the last minute?
Last minute, hey!
What if you had a lot?
Hey, what are you going to do? Oh God!
Wow, that's interesting. Before we allow you go, the year is gradually coming to an end, and I would just want to know because before you know it, start saying Merry Christmas,
Happy New Year.
But basically, what are you most grateful for 2025?
The project that I've worked on. You know, grateful for life, and you know, grateful particularly for growth because I did like self-evaluation, you know, early this month, and I was like, you know, regardless of everything that has happened in my life and all of that thing, I've seen the growth, like from last year, basically in a year, I've seen the growth that's happened, and you know, I'm grateful because as a freelancer, you know how it can be.
Yes.
Yeah, and you know, for this year, I've seen like immense growth, the projects I've been involved in, and having support, which I found along the way, which was really important for me, and yeah, all of that thing. There's like no dull moments. So it's like when you're feeling down, this one's like, yeah, get up. Okay. We're going to we have something to be grateful for, that kind of thing. So have like that community, little community that I have, you know, just keeps me together, and yeah, I'm grateful for that. Actually,
inspired.
Thank you.
All right, you actually, I do want to ask you another thing.
Okay. Now you've actually described yourself in a lot of ways, but in 3 words, can you describe your personality for us? 3 words.
Let me try.
In
3 words. Well, a bit fun.
Yeah, you are fun.
Creative. Yeah, let me just say fun and creative.
You need one more.
You need one more.
Spontaneous?
Is spontaneous? Are you?
Spontaneous in a way.
In a way.
Yeah, but I mean, still it's the creative part, you know.
So,
okay, another
so
one.
You have cancelled one more. Let's go.
Okay, so yeah, fun, creative, you know, reliable.
Okay,
I love that.
It's reliable.
So that means
I can
for the job. I can come read the wardrobe since you are reliable.
Are you joking? Oh my God!
Not the wardrobe.
Not the wardrobe. We don't approve. We don't approve that.
All right, this is all we can have on this segment of Screen Time, and thank you once again for coming.
Thank you.
It's been an insightful and interesting segment, and I mean, I'm quite sure. Definitely, when we invite you some other time, you'd always want to come back. All right, we have to go on a quick break right now. We will be right back.
Hey there, do you know in the world today,
Everyone is a consumer, and as consumers, we all have the right to be heard.
In Nigeria today, as a consumer, you have all right to product information, right to fair pricing, right to return goods, right to product labeling, right to fair dealings, and a lot more. Well then, have you heard about the new media channel?
ConsumerHalla TV.
ConsumerHalla TV. ConsumerHalla TV.
At ConsumerHalla TV, our goal is to inform and educate consumers in Nigeria with insightful news alongside development within the fast-paced world of consumers through well-researched, specialized, and analytical content.
Our vision at ConsumerHalla TV is to create an engaging platform that provides right connections for meaningful brands in Nigeria, thus creating a more caring world for consumers where business thrive. And guess what? Our ConsumerHalla brand is the first consumer complaint resolution portal in Nigeria, powered by a 72-hour feedback mechanism. We offer consumer advocacy, informative talk shows, branding promotions, advertising, and lots more. Connect with us via our YouTube channel at ConsumerHalla TV. Follow us on our Facebook page, ConsumerHalla TV, our Instagram page, ConsumerHalla TV, and do well to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Subscription is free. ConsumerHalla TV. At ConsumerHalla TV, you deserve to be heard. At ConsumerHalla TV, you deserve to be heard.
Guys, welcome back from that short break, and this is still Screentime on ConsumerHalla TV, and that was Edem Stephen Louis on the program for about the conversation we are having, costumiers. You know, he is a costumier and he looks really, really beautiful. Like I said earlier before we went to the break, I'm going to take the picture of that bag and I'm going to insert it in the clip. Yeah, so it is very, very important that we know that costumiers are very important on our project, whether we like it or not, because it's most likely depicts the mood, the personnel, the character that we want to show the world. So right now, I think it's first the most favorable time on the program.
I didn't even know I had any.
You don't know?
Favorites.
But I always using my movie release update too.
Anyway, since she has said it, who am I to say otherwise?
Okay,
anyway.
I'm always right. Have you forgotten that?
Yeah, you're always right.
Exactly.
I know, right? So we are moving on to our top 5 countdown. I know it's always an interesting moment. It's always refreshing because, I mean, this moment, you just have to do the 1 + 1 together. And, you know, I missed several options. You just have to, you know, pick 1 or 2. So on our top 5 countdown, we are considering 5 movies and series that gave visual appealing costume and their design and how well they evoke emotion in the viewers got us all talking. So coming on number 5 spot is no other than Single Not Searching.
Oh my god, I love it.
I am single, but you
know,
not
searching.
I am not searching.
Period.
Alright, so this movie highlights the lives of 4 friends whose journey cuts across laughter, pain, tears, and joy. The use of costume is appealing, and in every scene, it gave us something visual aesthetic.
Ooh, I love it.
Something visually aesthetic.
If you haven't seen Single Not Searching, please go see it. Beautiful actresses. It's the Atlanta, Ghanaian, Nigerian combined together, and it was giving. So now let's go into another one, which is Omogeto the Saga. I feel like everybody would agree that this movie, the costume was beautiful. In fact, every Omogeto, the costumes were very, very beautiful. It is a 2020 movie by Funke Akindele and JJC Skills. The use of costume in the movie depicted the right mood and showcased each character through it, you know, and we love it. Yeah,
interesting one. And coming on number 3 spot is Anikulapo, Rise of the Scepter. Yeah. This is a movie produced by Kunle Afolayan. The use of costume aligned with the tone of the production of the series,
which is very, very important. Actually, every Anikulapo movie, depicted that particular movie. It's
particularly
very,
this series anyway.
I was waiting for King of Boys because it just popped in my mind, like, where is King of Boys? You know, we have to, you know, King of Boys. We have other productions like that are very, very beautiful. And this particular one we're talking about is The Return of the King. This is a 2021 political crime thriller that established characterization through the use of costume that supported the style of production.
Yes, interesting. I remember the two, and it was, everyone was like, this costume is costuming.
It's costuming, no.
You know, because we're looking at movies and series all together, so we just have to, you know, include it, and very nice. And coming on number 1 spot is no other movie than Christmas in Lagos. And you know, this is 30 December already. I remember watching this movie, I was like, this costume is just too, it's good. Too visually appealing.
Even the audio, everything was just, you know, was just marinating together.
Exactly. You know, so the Jade Oshiberu production won Best Costume at the 2025 African Magic Viewers Choice Awards, the AMVCA, and no doubt the movie purged our emotions through the use of costume. Like I said earlier on, it's so interesting
very beautiful
to really say Christmas in Lagos, and all the 5 movies, because series,
a lot of other ones actually.
I mean, so more. If I remember,
even T-Cam, Chocolate Monkey, you could see the character of Sunshine Roseman.
Yes, even Efemini, everyone.
When
they were poor, the costume, you know, made us understand.
Oh my God, she has to be the best one. That's the best one for me. It was beautiful, it was comical, it was even powerful, but then she's still not in that class yet, but it was just amazing.
Amazing one, you know. So moving away from that, I mean, that's our next series anyway. But I mean, this is another segment, Celebrity of the Week.
My favorite, one of my favorites.
So is our Celebrity of the Week, who would you rather not be?
It has to be this person.
It has to be this person, no other person than Edem Stephen Louis, a fashion stylist, creative producer, costume designer, and entrepreneur. A man of many parts.
And also a creative producer. I'm gonna put that because I love the name. It's very fancy.
I mean, so he's doing amazing in so well, and we can only root for him. Now let's move to
Don't introduce it for me.
Wait, now what's your own?
No, I don't want you to talk about it because this man, if you're talking about this thing like why you're always very excited.
I will switch off the camera now.
You see that? Okay, go switch it off. Let's see. Let's see what the viewers are going to say.
All right.
Okay, let's introduce it. I want to feel myself.
You want to be yourself?
Yeah.
All right.
Let's go.
So this is one segment that she loves. If it was possible, we would just have only this segment on the show. But you know one thing, I cannot agree. You know, I can't. All right, it is movie release update, and she always informs us about movies we should get to see, and reasons you should watch them without giving spoilers.
We don't give spoilers. We don't do that here. You have to go and see this movie for you to know what it is talking about, and it is movie release update o'clock. For me, it is my favorite time. You know, I love to watch movies, and I love to see beautiful things that just goes beyond just what we're seeing on screen. I love the camera movement. I love everything, the storyline, the costume. You know.
The costume. Let emphasis
it is that. Me, and that's how we do it here. The first movie we're going to be reviewing today is Wars Between Us on Blessing Obasi TV on YouTube, starring Bam Bam Omomi Adeni Bunyo, our own Achalugo One, and Stan Nze. Just not any movie that is coming on Blessing Obasi TV. She does an amazing job. We don't have money for Netflix. We don't have money for Prime Video. YouTube is your go-to. Exactly, you have data. Go and watch it on YouTube. I beg. And if you are the ones that say I don't want Nollywood President General among the nation, we are nothing. We are just here. We are having fun. So go watch that on What's Between Us. It's a very beautiful movie that talks about how our personality, our lifestyle, everything, our upbringing shape our view, and sometimes it can be traumatic, and we don't even know that we are dwelling in that trauma. Bam Bam, she did amazing. You know, very soft-spoken. Yeah, Very soft-spoken, but then she do be giving us back to back. Now let's move to our mama, Ruth Kadiri, a Land of Gold on Ruth Kadiri 247 on YouTube, also starring And I'm Too Sweet, Kenzie, fine boy, and Annabelle Akpara, very pretty girl. Those are the greats, Prisma James and Frances Nwabenike. This is very star-packed. It's very, very beautiful movie. It's a very, very beautiful movie, actually. It's a local movie.
I saw the pictures,
yeah,
and I think the
costume was, it was amazing. So you have to go and see Land of Gold on Ruth Kadiri 247. Trust me, you're going to enjoy yourself. It is actually worth it. And now let's go to Bisola Ogunmola. Bisola Ogunmola TV dropped a movie, Cafe Edebiri.
So there's Bisola Ogunmola or Bolaji. So I wanted to say
Bolaji Ogunmola, sorry. Bolaji Ogunmola actually dropped Cafe Edebiri on our YouTube channel featuring Ikem Owo or Sophia. I didn't know I missed that man.
A man that is
super
talented.
Shaped our childhood. You need to watch him. Oh my God, I really, really do enjoy it.
One of the movies I enjoyed watching him in was in God Calling. I love his role
very
there.
beautiful. So now he's here on the streets of YouTube. Where can you catch these people? They are good though, so you better go and watch it. Which is Cafe Edebiri, featuring Osofia, which is Nkem. I don't think too many people know his name as that, but then Bolaji Ogunmola, Tina Umba. Tina Umba is on YouTube. Rono and Esther DK. Very beautiful production. The production talks about solely family, broken home, how to fix pieces together. Very beautiful. And now we have In Our Name on SODK TV featuring Ekama Etim Inyang. My own Ekama. My own Achalugo one. My beautiful favorite, talented actress. Ekama Etim Inyang, SODK, and my handsome. Somebody found me, I'm hot. Michael Dapper. So Michael Dapper is actually on this production. And you know when it comes to Michael Dapper and Ekama, the combo it do be bad. So go and watch the particular name on SODK TV. It is very, very beautiful. And if you want to laugh, you want to crack your ribs, you want to just be like, what is going on? Chaos, elter, scatter, everything is just falling apart. Expired Love on Sonia Uche's TV on YouTube. Starring Sonia Uche herself, Nosa Rex. That's how you're going to laugh. You know what? Nosa Rex is done. There's nothing. I watched the blooper and they were trying to kiss in the blooper. And, I think she was being shy. It takes a lot of these actors and actresses to actually shoot some.
It's not easy.
So it wasn't like, who is booking my flight? If I not kiss this sleep, there's nothing you can tell me. Is this how you used to do with other actors? It was so funny. And also Sultana Odyssey Ibrahim is actually in this one. She just concluded our Big Brother Naija season. Is it 10 over 10? Yeah, and she's also in the movie production. And she did amazingly well. And now, my fave of all time. Who else? Tell them now.
Why would I be? Well, I don't want to help you blow your trumpet.
Help me blow my trumpet.
I don't want to blow
it now.
Anyway, it is miles away from home. From one and only Bimbo Ademoye. Have I tried?
Bimbo Ademoye. And this movie is very interesting because we have Papa Adekunle Ademoye in this movie. Her dad featured in this movie. And you know what? Two things go hand in hand. Her daddy, my favorite of all time, the most handsome, the most sought after bachelor, Timini Egbuson, and Sandra Okunzua. Trust me, this movie is very, very interesting. So, jokes apart, when Bimbo does a lot of production, our movies are very layered. It doesn't just come and spur at us in our face like that. She builds it. Miles away from home depict the lifestyle of every young Nigerian, how we struggle, how we can travel to, places that we don't even know where you are going to, but then we go there and then we meet a lot of people. We meet people that are going to just, tear us apart, and then we come back home most times empty-handed. And it's also because the love of family. The love of family. Timini really killed this role. Bimbo Ademoye, you know her now. You don't talk too much. You go and watch Miles Away from Home on Bimbo Ademoye TV. It's just been how many days now? We've hit millions already. So go and join those millions of people that watch the goodness of that particular movie.
Interesting.
Miles Away from Home on Bimbo Ademoye TV. Go and watch it now. And now let's go on to what is coming in December. Omani Oboli decided to grace us, spoil us. She's like, it's not only one movie that is going to be coming this December. Not one, Not 2, but 5.
It makes me remember one movie. I don't want to mention the movie, when they gave birth and they're like saying, "Is he a boy?" He said, "No."
No. So be ready, fasten your seatbelt, because this ride is a lot. So, and then we have a lot of beautiful people. Imagine Daniel Etim and Sarah Martins. We have Michael Dapper and Bam Bam. We also have Michael Dapper and Sophie Soso. We also have Timini is on the street. Is in Amoni Oboli movie. Timini and Bam Bam. Imagine now. We have not seen the last person. Maybe it's a camera. We don't know, but we do be praying that it can be her or Detola Jones. But then we are actually going to be having fun on Amoni Oboli TV this particular December. So we are going to
the December is already
dirty already. So Ombule on YouTube streets. We cannot wait for that.
All right, thank you so much, Kike. Like I have said earlier, this is our most preferred sweetest segment of the show.
Yeah.
If you see the way she's just
I'm just glowing. Look at me. I'm just a girl.
You'd have thought she won.
I won.
It is what it is anyway, and it is out of love for these guys, for what they do, how they entertain us, and not just entertainment. They inform, they educate, and they add spices to all of these things. And, so it's about time to close the curtain for today, and there's no time. Once you go on a journey, you just have to come back home, and home is where the heart is. So you have to go home now, and that is saying you've come to the end of the show today, and it's really been an amazing time on the show. I'm quite sure you've not just been entertained, you've been educated and informed, because we had an amazing guest on the show today who did justice to,
it's profession.
Yeah, it delved into the world of costuming as an art of storytelling, and it did super great. And I'm quite sure you've enjoyed yourself. Do you have any closing remark, anything? It is December already. And you just have to say Happy New Month and welcome to the last month of the year.
Exactly.
And I just want you to know that, in as much as you've tried to do so many things this year, probably some didn't work out, some worked out, you are still here breathing her life.
Oh my God, that's very, very important.
It's a whole lot. And 2025 has really shaken all of us as a nation, as individuals, as anything we could think of, but we are grateful.
Yeah, and just be very, very careful out there with all the news going on right now.
Yeah.
We don't want to hear any more bad news, but then it is what it is. We're Nigerians, and I pray we get over this as soon as possible.
Yes, and there are a lot of movies to watch after this December. We won't go there today, but trust me, we have a lot for you to unpack this December. I am Iremofe Kofoworola, and before we go, please, if you have not subscribed to our channel, it's an opportunity for you to, just click on the subscription button. You get notified of all our content, amazing content, not just entertainment, anything related to consumers. We got you, as they say. So I am Iremofe Kofoworola, the man clothed in wealth and strength.
No, I'm Kikelomo Ajibola. Thank you so much for joining us once again on Screentime on ConsumerHalla TV. Thank you so much, and we can't wait to see you next time on the program. Toodles.